Welcome to Salem Talks, and today we have a very special guest, Abigail Williams from the Salem Witch Trials. Welcome, Abby.
Thanks for having me.
All right, yeah, of course. Now come talk. You're obviously very well known for your role in the Salem Witch Trials. Now, would you care to give us a little bit of insight on about exactly what happened or the events that occurred?
No problem. I'm not very proud of it, but a few years ago I might have lied about a little something. I had a small crush on John Proctor.
The famous John Proctor? Don't you think that's a little bit old for you at the time, at least?
He was a little older than me, but that wasn't going to stop me. I'll do anything to make him mine. He was in his 30s and I was about 17, but he taught me about the reality of the Salem people, and that made me just want to take him right from Elizabeth.
Oh, wow, that's rather ambitious of you. And did you think that was inappropriate, or do you think it's appropriate now? What's your verdict on that?
Yeah, besides, I was just young and dumb.
Yeah, I mean, that is probably normal, teenagers and their crazy hormones. Now, care to elaborate on exactly what you did to get his attention, or how you managed to get him to be interested in you?
Well, yeah, I just did what any desperate girl would do. I just kind of started flirting with him. And we kind of started talking about him and his wife, and we got really close after a while.
And what exactly do you mean by close? How exactly would you describe you guys' relationship that you have?
Well, when two people love each other, they decide to take the next step.
Okay then, I think we got the gist there. No further explanation needed. Now, seeing how John was a married man, I hate to speak badly on the dead man, but he kind of was a trash husband, wouldn't you think?
Well, he was always meant to be mine, but one day he just went back to that nasty, ugly witch. So, when the witch trials began, a group of my friends and I decided to band together. Finally, we got everyone to pay attention to us and not the men.
And what kind of things did you guys do to finally get that spotlight on yourselves? In a world where men are in power and girls aren't really supposed to have much of a role, what kind of things did you have to do in order to get some attention?
Well, at first we just started accusing people around town of attacking us with their specters in court. But then I got to Elizabeth and I pretended that her specter had stabbed me with a voodoo doll.
Well, already then, that's what any rational person would do. Anyways, so I see that your attempt did not win his heart. According to rumor, you actually got attempted in court by him, and he said that you were a whore, and then admitted to adultery in the court. Now, how do you feel about that?
Yes, he did. I don't need to be reminded of it either. His wife ended up lying in court, his oh-so-truthful wife, to protect his name, and he ended up on the list of the hanged anyway. But I'm thriving without him, so...
Alright, and so, thriving, that's great. So what exactly are you up to these days? Do you have your own business, or maybe you got married and had kids? What's going on in everyday life now?
I'm just gonna head out on the town, I'll be hanging out on the corner of 9th and 20th, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm glad you're doing great. That's awesome that you have something going on for yourself. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have today. I want to thank you personally for coming to talk to us. We do appreciate your time. And I just want to thank you for giving us a good time on the show.
All right, bye. Thank you for having me.
All right, as I said, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure to tune in next week for our episode where we interview Reverend Hale. Now, remind me never to have a nutty girl on the show ever again.